Hey everybody, welcome back. I want to share with you 10 ways that you can drive traffic to your website. Some people think that if they just build a website, people are just going to show up. If I build it, they will come. Well, that's not the way it works. People think that Google's just going to serve you up magically in search, and it doesn't work that way. Building traffic takes time and it takes energy, and you have to get inventive about it these days. SEO works, but it's not going to solve everything. You can't get leads to your business if you can't get traffic. So let's talk about 10 ways you can increase traffic to your website. And I want you to stay with me till the very end because I'm going to share with you 5 key hot buttons that you can press that are going to help you drive traffic. And number 1 is inviting guest bloggers. The whole idea behind this is that what you're doing is you're leveraging the audiences that other people have already built. Instead of having to build traffic completely organically to your site, you are leveraging the power and the audiences of others. So you want to invite other people to guest blog on your website, and chances are they're going to promote it and share it on social and be driving traffic to your site. It also creates awesome backlinks for Google. Now you want to be sure that you're only posting high quality original content without a lot of spammy links, because Google has really been cracking way down on low quality guest posting. So just make sure that you are posting high quality guest posts. Number 2 is to go after referral traffic backlinks. You want to make sure that you're creating content that really begs to be linked to. And then you want to network and cross-share your links so other people will link to your blog articles. You want to find other articles out there on the web that are on the topic of the blog post that you're posting, and then request to be linked to within those articles. Sometimes it's a lot of work, there's a lot of emailing back and forth and can be a little bit tedious, but if you're successful at it, it can really help with referral traffic by creating backlinks to your pages across the web. Now, number 3 may seem a little counterintuitive, but that's to post content on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has become a really viable and valuable publishing platform in its own right, and it can really boost traffic to your website. You want to try to build a following on LinkedIn and post really valuable content, posts, and articles on LinkedIn. But the key thing that you want to do is in those articles, you want to make sure that you backlink to blog posts on your website. And here's another key thing. At the very end of every post, you want to make sure you have a footer there that has links to your URL on your website. Everything that you post on LinkedIn should be referring traffic back to your site. Number 4 is you want to interview industry thought leaders. This is along the same theme of leveraging the audiences of other people. But by having famous names on your website, it's really great for SEO. It's also very backlink worthy. And the people that you interview, chances are they're going to share that interview and links to that interview with their audiences on their website and in their social posts. So it's really great for referral traffic. It also helps you network and helps your name be associated with these other famous people's names. It's great for brand awareness and for name recognition for you. And it's just also really great karma to help celebrate other industry thought leaders, and it's a great network opportunity for you too. Number 5 is to make sure your site is responsive, it's fast, it works great on mobile, and that it gets updated regularly. As you know, Google downgrades sites that are not responsive in search results, so you want to make sure your site is responsive. You also want to make sure that it's fast, because 50% of web traffic is from mobile. And if you have a lot of video or media files on your pages on your website, they're going to be slow to load on mobile if someone's not on Wi-Fi, and people don't want to wait. So number 1, you want to make sure that it works. Number 2, you want to make sure it looks great and it's fast. And Google also hates stale websites. You want to make sure that you're updating and adding content to your website regularly, because the more a website is updated, Google sees it as an active, viable site, and they will upgrade it in search results. Now, the 6th way to increase traffic to your website is that you want to publish lead magnets and shareable stuff, and you want to make sure that you brand them. You want to create social media posts that have teasers to additional content. You want to drive traffic to either landing pages or pages on your website that allow people to download a PDF or a checklist or some sort of resource that they can get for free. And here's a key point. You got to make sure that you brand every one of those lead magnets. You want to make sure that your branding, your URL, and your contact information is on every one of those lead magnets. Because if that is shareable content and people are sharing that lead magnet, that means that your content in your URL is traveling far and wide, which is great for web traffic. Now, I want to take a quick break and tell you about a really cool Facebook group that I've started. It's called Brand Design Masters. It's a private group, so you got to apply to join, but once you get in, it's full of great creative professionals and entrepreneurs who are networking with each other. They're getting feedback on each other's work. They're sharing news and resources and trends with each other. It's a really great, vibrant group. So I invite you to come over to facebook.com/groups/branddesignmasters and join today. Number 7 is you want to look at what the competition is doing. So often we ignore the competition, and we do that at our peril. If you use sites like BuzzSumo or Google Trends, you can stay on top of newsworthy and trending topics and post on those. What is resonating with people? What are people talking about? What are they reading about? If you stay on top of the competition and trending topics, it's going to help drive traffic to your site if those are the things that you are leveraging and posting about. Number 8 is really important. You have to be visible. You have to get out there. You have to attend digital conferences and webinars and actual real physical conferences and possibly get interviewed on podcasts and speak. Physical or digital, it doesn't matter. You need to be seen, to network, to introduce yourself. You need to get interviewed on podcasts or on YouTube. Try to get a speaking gig. Because when it comes down to it, if you're out of sight, you are out of mind. And I have found in my experience that my exposure in speaking gigs, on YouTube, on other people's podcasts, is again leveraging other people's audiences. And it's been really successful in driving traffic back to my website. So I highly encourage you to get out there and be visible. Number 9 is you want to write irresistible headlines. There's so much content out there and so many people competing for our eyeballs. You have to learn how to write really irresistible headlines. You should research the sort of email subject lines that are very successful and use those same principles for the headlines of your articles or your social media posts. Use numbers, listicles, words like secret or little known or exclusive. I'm not saying get all clickbaity, but there are principles in headline copywriting that really work to drive eyeballs and to help traffic move to your website. Number 10 is one of those things that's very hard to learn, which is that you want to know and respond to what you are learning from your Google Analytics on your website. So often people are not really paying very close attention to what is happening on their website. What Google Analytics tells us will give us the ammunition to help make our energies in developing content and trying to drive traffic back to our site so much more effective. Where is your actual traffic originating from? Is it coming from social? Is it coming from backlinks? Is it coming from other publishing platforms? What is actually not returning traffic that you're putting energy into? If you're putting a lot of energy into posting on Twitter, but you're not seeing actual traffic come back from Twitter, then you shouldn't be spending that energy on Twitter. Same thing for other social platforms. Take a look at your Google Analytics and make sure that you are digging down deep and finding out where that traffic is coming from. What are the sources of it? The places where you are getting traffic, put your back into that, put your time into that, because that's what's giving you real return. Now finally, I told you at the beginning of the video that I would share with you 5 hot buttons that you can press to drive traffic. So number 1, leverage the audiences of others. Yes, you can build traffic organically, but you can use really creative ways to leverage the audiences that other people have already built to drive traffic back to your site. Number 2 is visibility. You have to be visible. You have to be seen in order to get traffic. Number 3 is you want to focus on what returns actual traffic to your site. You have to look at your Google Analytics. Is it email? Is it social media posts? What social platform is it? Is it backlinks? Is it search? What's driving traffic to your site? And double down on that. Number 4 is you want to brand all the links, all the lead magnets, all the articles, all the posts that you do anywhere. You want to brand them and drive them back to your site with the URL. Number 5 is quality content. Make it buzzworthy. Have great headlines, stay on trend, pay attention to your competition. Quality content. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video on 10 ways that you can drive traffic to your website. And if you did, please hit subscribe below so you can see my videos when they come out, and make sure to hit that notifications bell so you can get alerted when I post something new or when I go live. And if you need help building your brand strategy, your brand design, your social media marketing, or if you need help with your creative professional career, reach out to me at philipvandusen.com and let's see what we can do to take you to the next level. And with that, thanks again for watching, and bye for now.